Hello, and welcome back to the Steve Ball Show. This is a new season, and today we're just going to be doing Steve, Joe's, and Bill's picks for week one of the NFL season. So the first game we have is the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Baltimore Ravens. So Bill says that he thinks that the Ravens are going to win 27-24. And Joe says he thinks the Ravens are going to win 28-21. I agree. I think the Ravens are going to win this game, even though the Chiefs are the defending two-time defending champions. I think that the Ravens will win. They just added Derrick Henry this offseason. They have good tight end Mark Andrews. They have good receivers, and they have good defense. Don't get me wrong. The Chiefs are defending two-time champion for a reason. They have Travis Kelce, Mahomes, um, Pacheco. They have a lot of good players, good defense, but I just think that the Ravens will win this game. I think they'll win by two touchdowns. I think they're going to win 35-24. The Ravens will win this game because I think the Chiefs will have a little bit rust from the Super Bowl. I think the Ravens are more hungry. The next game is the Green Bay Packers versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Joe says the Packers are going to win 32-28. Bill says the Eagles are going 20-17. I agree with Billy. I think the Eagles are a way better team than the Packers. Don't get me wrong, the Packers are going to be better than they were last year. I think they will be just as good as they were at the end of the season. I think Jordan Love will have a good game. I think that Josh Jacobs will have like maybe one or two rushing touchdowns. And maybe Musgrave have one touchdown, but I don't know how the Packers are going to stop AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and John Dotson plus Saquon Barkley, and the chance of Jalen Hurts running with his feet. So I think the Eagles will win this game. I think it will be a good game overall. I think it'll be back and forth, but where I think the Eagles go down last drive and then score a touchdown and then have a field goal. So I think the Eagles win this game 30-25. The Eagles win this game against the Packers in Brazil. The next game is the Carolina Panthers versus the New Orleans Saints. Billy says the Saints win 24-22. Joey says the Saints win 28-14. I agree. I just think that the Saints are a way better team than the Panthers. Until Bryce Young improves, I don't think the Panthers will be that good. He needs to improve over what he did last year. I think Derek Carr is just too good of a quarterback to against the Saints. Against the Panthers to lose this game. I think that he just hands the ball off to Kamara, and he has a field day against the Panthers. I think he has three rushing touchdowns, and maybe Carr throws to, I don't know, their tight end is for a touchdown. So I think that the Saints win this game easily. I think they win 28-17 against the Panthers. The next game is the Vikings versus the Giants. Joey has the Giants win 21-17. Billy has the Vikings win 25-20. I agree with Billy. I think the Vikings are just way better than the Giants. Daniel Jones is not the answer. He needs to go. I think the Giants will be improved because they did do things, but I don't think they're too much improved. I think that's the Vikings, even though they have Sam Darnold as their quarterback. I just think they're up to Jefferson, they're up to Hawkinson, run with Aaron Jones, or Addison. And I think their defense is way better than the Giants. So I think that the Vikings handily win against the Giants. I think they win this game 35-14 against the Giants. The next game is the New England Patriots versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Joey has the Bengals winning 30-14. Billy has the Bengals winning 24-14. 14. I agree. I think the Bengals are way better. The Patriots are rebuilding. And I think Joe Burrow, hope if Jamar Chase ain't there, I think they still have T. Higgins. So they go T. Higgins and they use a running back, I forget his name. And they use their tight end, which I think is Gasecki. So I think they win this game easily against the Patriots. I think they win this game um, 28-14 against the Patriots. The Bengals win. The next game is the Steelers versus the Falcons. Bill says the Falcons win 28-21. Joe says the Falcons win 30-14. I agree. I just think the Steelers are not going to be that good this year. Russell Wilson's not the answer, and neither is Justin Fields. I just don't think that I think the Steelers will be mediocre at best, maybe 8-8. So I think the Falcons they got Kirk Cousins, and if he's not good, they can use Michael Phoenix, who they drafted. They have a lot of weapons, so I just think they can throw to their receivers or their tight ends, or run it. So I think the Falcons win this game 30-21. They win this game against the Steelers. The next game is the Houston Texans versus the Indianapolis Colts. Billy says the Texans win 30-20. Joey says the Texans win 30-17. I agree. I just think the Texans have way too many weapons to lose this game. The Colts will be at the bottom feeder of the division this year. So I think that Stephon Diggs has a touchdown, or two touchdowns actually. Nico Collins has a touchdown. Joe Mixon has a touchdown, and maybe C.J. Stroud. So I think it's going to be 42-21. The Texans win against the Colts. The next game is the Arizona Cardinals versus the Buffalo Bills. Billy Rodaboss says the Bills win 40-27. Joey says the Bills win 30-17. I disagree. The Bills lost too many pieces this offseason. I think the Bills are going to be worse than they were last year. I just don't know how they're going to compete in that division with what they have. They could prove me wrong, but I think the Cardinals are going to be better than last year. I think the Cardinals upset the Bills. I think they win this game in a close game. I think they win this game 24-21. The Cardinals win by a field goal over the Bills. Because they did, like I said, they're a young team, but I just think the Cardinals are going to be better than they were last year. The next game is the Tennessee Titans versus the Chicago Bears. Joey has the Titans win 28-20. Bill has the Titans winning 25-22. I don't agree with Joey or Billy. I think the Bears win this game. I think the Bears will be better with Caleb Williams, who they drafted. They have DJ Moore. They have a new receiver they drafted. I forget his name. They have DeAndre Swift. So I just think the Bears will win this game. I don't like to say it, but I think they win this game by 2 touchdowns. I think they win 35-21. They win against the Titans. The Bears win. The next game is the Jacksonville Jaguars versus Miami Dolphins. Billy has the Dolphins winning 28-24. Joey has the Dolphins winning 32-27. I agree. I just think the Dolphins are way better than the Dolphins are way better than the Jaguars. Even though the Jaguars will be good, I just think the Dolphins have too many weapons. I think Tyreek Hill has 2 touchdowns. Waddle has a touchdown. Mostert has a touchdown. So I think they win this game easily against the Jaguars. I think they win this game 35-17. The Dolphins win against the Jaguars. The next game is the Denver Broncos versus Seattle Seahawks. Billy says the Seahawks win 28-23. Joey says Seattle wins 21-17. I agree. I think Seattle's a little bit better than the Broncos. Don't get me wrong. I think they're both about the same, about mediocre. But I just think the Seahawks are a little bit better. I think Geno Smith throws to Metcalf for a touchdown. I think they still have Will Disley for a touchdown, and the running back Kenneth Walker gets a touchdown. So I think they win this game in a close game. I think they win 28 to 21. The Seahawks win against the Broncos. The next game is the Las Vegas Raiders versus the LA Chargers. Billy says the Chargers win 31 to 27. Joey says the Chargers win 28-21. I agree. I just think the Chargers are way better than the Raiders. I think Jim Harbaugh comes out and proves that why the Chargers hired him as a coach. He's a good college, was a good college coach, and he was a good NFL coach. And I think he comes back and they win. And I think they win this game by 2 touchdowns. I think they win 35 to 21 against the Raiders. The next game is the Dallas Cowboys against the Cleveland Browns. Billy says the Browns win 31 to 28. No, Billy says the Cowboys win 38 to 31. My bad. Joey says the Cowboys win 28-14. I think the Browns upset the Cowboys. The Cowboys didn't do nothing this offseason, and I think they're going to have struggles because CeeDee Lamb didn't play. He was holding out for more money. I just don't think the Cowboys will be that good this year. I think they'll be in second place. So I think the Browns will win this game. I think it'll be back and forth where the Browns pull out the upset last minute. I think they win this game 28 to 21 against the Cowgirls. The Browns win. And the next game is the Washington Commanders versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Billy says the Bucs win 27 to 17. Joey says the Bucs win 24-21. I agree. I just think the Commanders will be bottom feeders. They're rebuilding. So I just think the Bucs are way better. I think Baker Mayfield goes to Mike Evans for a touchdown. And they run for 1 touchdown and throw for another receiver, Chris Godwin. So I think they win this game. Close game. I think they win this game 28 to 14. The Bucs win against Tampa Bay Buccaneers, win against the Commanders, Washington Commanders. The next game is Detroit Lions versus LA Rams. Billy says the Lions win 23 to 16. Joey says the Lions win 30 to 27. I agree. I think it'll be close. I think they're about to. I think the Lions are a little bit better than the Rams. I just think they'll continue what they did last year. I think they're going to improve. So I think the Lions win by field goal, like Joey said, 30 to 27. The Lions win again in a close game against the Rams. The next and final game is the New York Jets versus San Francisco 49ers. Joey says the Niners win 32 to 28. Billy says the Niners win 33 to 21. I agree. I think the Niners are way better than the Jets. I do think Aaron Rodgers will have a bounce back here, but it's really hard to win in that division because there's 3 teams that are good in that division: Jets, Bills, and Dolphins. So I think Rodgers will be okay, but he's going to have a little rust from being off it all that time. So I just think the Niners continue being a good team like they were last year. I think McCaffrey, if he plays, has 2 touchdowns. I think Kittle has a touchdown. I think Deebo Samuel has a touchdown. And maybe Ayuk has 1 touchdown. So I think they win this game easily against the Jets. I think they win 42 to 28. The Niners win against the New York Jets. San Francisco 49ers win against the New York Jets. So I hope all your teams win this week. Besides the Packers, Cowgirls, Commanders, Giants, Patriots. So yeah, I hope all your teams win besides those. Usually I cheer for the Packers, but not this week. So I hope all your teams win besides that. So go Eagles, fly Eagles, fly. And thanks for watching my show. Please come back next week. And thank you, Billy and Joey, for your picks this week. Thank you, and see you, Lord willing, next week.